everyone, and welcome back to Happiness Charge Precure. This is episode 2, and yeah, let me get right into this. Interesting stuff going on. To start off, we have Megami. She transformed last week, the first time, and she kind of runs in there to fight this monster. It's basically a hat that the monsters used, like a little kid's hat, and transformed it to a big monster. It's kind of cool. It's what they always do in Precure. They take random items and make them into monsters. So it's kind of the thing with Power Rangers as well, just things like that. And basically Megami's kind of like, she's trying to fight, but she's not very good at it. She gets kind of owned real fast, and Hime trying to save her, but both of them just decide, to run away for now because they're not getting anywhere, so they run away. And when they get back to Hime's house, she's kind of mad and aggravated that she didn't defeat the monster, and I guess she tells Blue that I guess she calls him God, but she basically blames him for it. It's like, if I didn't make friends, then I would defeat this monster easily. And she kind of has a little panic attack and kind of runs away. I guess running away from her duties as a Precure. She, I guess, feels weak and scared and doesn't know what to do, because she's never defeated any monsters so far. It's always Cure Fortune who saves the day. I guess, saves everyone. And during that, we had, I guess, the breakdown of like the plot of, I guess, this box that someone opened and released all these, I guess, monsters into the world. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'll get back to the monsters in a bit. But while Hime ran away, we had Megami kind of running after her and chasing her, and they kind of revealed that, I guess, the gimmick of the series, which is these cards that the girls can transform based off what the card is. And this one's kind of silly. They gave her like a detective outfit, so she put on this like Sherlock Holmes bright colorful pink outfit, and it gives her the power to track down people. And she uses it to track down Hime, which is kind of silly, but yeah, it's Precure. It's how they do things. And we also learned that every time they defeat a monster, they get a card or a set of cards. So it's kind of like another series of called Akatsu, which is more based on idols, but it's kind of the same premise. And after that, we get a little more preview with I guess, Queen Mirage and what her plan is. And she finds out that there's love in the world, and she doesn't like that. That's like her. I guess it makes her mad, and she orders all her I guess her bad guys or villains, whatever you want to call them, henchmen, to take out the Precure and like get rid of them. And they also revealed that there are several monsters around the world, not just in Japan where they're at now, but there's some in like Egypt, New York. I think there's some in like England, but they do show realistic, real world locations. And it's kind of interesting that the whole world knows about the Precure, and they know about the monsters in their world. So it's kind of interesting how they're actually making it known this season, versus previous seasons, which they kind of keep all that hidden, or they have a reset button where everybody just forgets. But anyway, they I guess Megami finally finds Hime and kind of, I guess, boost her ego a little bit, like just tells her, don't give up, we can do this, all we gotta do is try, and they do goofy things like planning the poses they're gonna make when they transform in the name of their team, and all that gets said in this episode. It's pretty funny. And yeah, she's able to like get rid of her fears just a little bit with Megami's help, and together they kind of conquer the first boss together. And afterwards, they do finally get their first sets. We get the Flamenco set, that's from Megami, and the Sherbert Ballet set, which goes to Hime. And I'm assuming it's going to be fire and ice-based transformations. And we haven't really seen him use these forms, so I'm curious to see how they actually play into the story and the fighting. It's kind of neat to see. We're not going to have a red one who's just fire, a blue one who's just ice, and so forth. We're going to have it mixed match, and maybe lots of combinations. But anyway, and that's pretty much the episode for that one. I mean, it's kind of a rundown of kind of leftovers from the first episode, so they defeat the monster. Yeah, that's kind of what happens with that. And I think next episode they actually hinted that Seiji, which is another, I guess, a guy character, you see him in the opening and the ending. Not sure what his role is with Megami. Maybe he's a possible love interest, but Precure is not about romance and that kind of thing. But who knows? Maybe they might do something. But they revealed that he might learn the identity of Cure Lovely and Cure Princess next episode, which is kind of the alternative flip to most Precure, that they show that at the very end. I've only known 2 series to do this. It was Doki Doki, which recently finished. It was like the last episode. They revealed everyone at the school and knows Mana finds out she's Cure Heart, and they do it in Fresh Precure, with like the very last 5-6 episodes before they go on their final mission. They reveal who they were to their parents and everyone. So it's kind of funny to see it do it this way, but we'll see what happens. And a quick rundown of the favorite moments in this episode. The side-by-side transformation was really cool. I like how they didn't show one by one. They split the screen in half and showed both of it. And one other thing was the cool visual signature attacks. This is kind of neat how they did that. We have the Lovely Punch, which is like I guess a straight up range type of shot. And we have the Lovely Destruction, which is kind of the same thing, just projectile attacks. With those are both Cure Lovelies, based off the names. And the other one was Happy, the Precure Blue Happy Shoot, which is for Hime. Basically, she like charges it, makes this volleyball, and hits it kind of attack. And this is like basically Heart Catch / Dragon Ball Z, just a lot of cool visual attacks. And the last thing to mention was the emotion of the episode. I really do feel the connection to these two characters, Hime and Megumi, kind of both scatterbrain characters that come together and become friends. I mean, I didn't expect them to be like enemies for like 5-6 episodes. This is Precure, obviously, and it's all about friendship and things like that. But yeah, I'm really hoping they can keep up the kind of emotion side to it. It was nice seeing that Hime kind of struggling with her Precure powers, not just full confident right off the bat. It's nice. So that's it for episode 2 of Happiness Charge Precure. See you next time for episode 3.